Hello, it's Macy. So, for my lesson for the reading plan, I went with a sixth grade lesson, and we're going to be doing an intro to studying history through learning about the history of chocolate. Um, so to begin the lesson, we're going to be starting with objectives. So I will write the objectives on the whiteboard and I will say them slowly and then ask the students to repeat them back to me. Um, and of course, ask for comprehension. That way, to just ensure that we're all on the same page throughout the class period and the students can have an expectation of what we'll be doing today and what the expectations are for them. Um, we're going to be making an I wonder chart. So the class will kind of get into it with a discussion about like, have students ever tried chocolate? What did they think? And then we're going to get into questions about the chocolate making process. Um, so by writing the students' questions about how chocolate is made on a chart, after we read the article about how it actually is made, I can go back and ask them if any of our questions we wrote down were answered. And that is just a way for me to kind of assess their comprehension of the material by going back and asking them the same questions that they asked earlier. We're also going to be using the summarizing strategy for one of the articles we're reading about the history of chocolate. It's broken up by paragraphs into different time periods. So by having them summarize each paragraph into a few key concepts or just important words, I can kind of assess again how they're comprehending and understanding the material. And then for differentiation, since we will have two different worksheets slash articles that we'll be looking at in class, if I know that I have students who may struggle with reading more than the other students do, I can provide a more simplified version of the text along with the original version. So that way they'll still be able to read, they'll still be able to follow along, and have both of those texts for them to guide them. So that is my lesson. Thank you.